mountain stone, a shepherd with my staff in hand, a place I called my own. The years it passed like rivers, the desert knew my name, until I saw a sight that day that would forever change. A fire upon the mountain, a flame that would not die, a bush that burned before me beneath the desert sky. I turned aside to see it, I could not walk away, for God was drawing near to me upon that holy day. The angel of the Lord appeared within the burning flame, a fire from the middle bush that never was consumed by pain. I wondered at the mystery, I searched with human eyes. How could the bush be burning and yet still remain alive? The voice called out my name there, Moses, Moses, hear my call. I answered from the wilderness, here I am, Lord, I fall. He said, do not come closer, remove your sandals where you stand, for this ground is holy ground beneath my mighty hand. The bush that burned but was not broken, the fire that would not fade away, the voice that called me from the desert was calling me to leave my way. The God of Abraham and Isaac, the God of Jacob, Lord of all, had seen the sorrow of his children and heard their cries beneath their walls. I came before the burning, a shepherd lost and unknown, but I stood before the living God and heard him call me home. The Lord said, I have surely seen the suffering of my people. I have heard their cries in Egypt beneath the hands of evil. I know their pain and sorrow, I have come to set them free. And I will send you Moses, go and stand for me. I looked upon the mountain, I trembled where I stood, for I knew the task before me was greater than I could. I had once tried to save them with my own unsteady hand, and now God was sending me with the power of his command. The bush that burned but was not broken, the fire that showed me who he was, the God who saw the chains of Egypt was calling me because he does. The God of faithful promises, the Lord who hears the cry, would lead his people from their bondage with a mighty hand and sign. I came before the burning with questions in my soul, but the God who formed the heavens was making me whole. Challenge Egypt's reign, but God replied, I will be with you, do not fear what you will face, for the one who calls his servants will provide the strength and grace. Then he revealed his holy name, the name above all names. I am who I am forever, the everlasting God who I came as just a shepherd with a staff and weathered hands, but God had heard the suffering of his people in the land. The years within the wilderness were not forgotten time. The Lord had been preparing me to carry out his design. The desert was my classroom, the silence was my guide. The God who spoke within the flame would walk there by my side. The bush that burned but was not broken, the flame that showed his holy light, the God who called me from the desert would lead me through the coming fight. The God of all creation, the Lord who hears and saves, would break the chains of Egypt and free his sons and daughters from the grave. I came before the burning, a man who could not see, but I left that holy mountain knowing God had called me. The bush was burning, the voice was calling, the desert would never be the same. I was only Moses, but the great I Am had spoken my name.